everyone, welcome. It's Todd, and today I am actually at a state park, place in Enfield, Connecticut. It's called the Hazard Powder Company, and I'm going to give you a clip here in a second across the street. I couldn't get over there too close because I can't park over there, because what happens is the only way of parking in that area is when they have events like auctions and so forth. So I'm across the street filming this right now. It's a beautiful day out here. Wanted to just go into that is that this was actually purchased back in 1836 by a gentleman named Alan Loomis. And what this was is this was a factory where all the gunpowder in the world was actually made and distributed out from this location. I'm going to give you a little view here without making you dizzy. I can lift this camera and look there at the same time, but it's across the street there, as you can see. Hopefully you get a little footage there. I'm trying to turn the camera. But anyway, let me get this back down here. So yeah, I just decided to visit over here because it's such a nice day. But what I'm going to do is let's go over to this. I got a little slideshow for you. What I wanted to discuss with you as marketers today, or if you're looking to get into any type of marketing online, I'm going to show you a little slideshow. This is a past of back in 1994 to, it was 96, I had this office. So, and why I'm making this is that people don't understand the power of the internet right now, where we can actually communicate with people across the world, show them an opportunity. And I'm going to tell you how I used to do it and how difficult it was to share a company with others. And what I'm going to do is just go over this little, I'm going to go from slide, plenty of them, but I just decided to pick up these 7 slides here. And the first one here is my office. And what we have here is a TV here in the corner. I had a chalkboard where I used to present the presentation of the company. And right here is all the products. We used to have briefings, and these people used to actually sit down here to actually pay attention to what I had to say. They used to come in on, the way we used to get people in is through word of mouth, through newspaper ads at the time. We didn't have the internet. We didn't have Google Hangouts with owners all the time. We had this TV here in the corner, and he used to come on, and it was only once a month. So we went to company events. So this second picture here is a few friends that were involved. This company, I mean, it's not around anymore. It's a company called Equinox. This was actually an event here with a few of my friends that were in the company, Brian and Karen. We all flew in. It was like 5,000 people at this event. So, I mean, there's events out there now, but I'm talking about the general of getting online, sitting in front of your desk and speaking with people through social media, which is so powerful. I got another one here. I'm going to show you a video after this too. This is another one. The third one here, Dave. He was in my downline, and he was just on the phone at the time talking to a few clients. And back then, what we had was we rented out the desk for $500 a month on top of buying the product. And the reason why this company, I think they got in trouble with being around, is they were actually front-loading product at a large masses. I always had product on hand. Like today, if someone buys a product or a digital product from you, it's sent over through an email. It's quick, or we have a website that we could go to. We'll purchase a product or service, and you will get a commission on that. We had to have product on hand all the time, and that's the difference of yesterday and today. Another picture here, the fourth one. This was actually my downline. There was 5 people that were actually got this company going, and she was the girlfriend of my top sponsor, this guy Greg. I don't have a picture here of him, and this is actually just a picture of my direct upline. So it would be Tom, and then it would be Greg, and then it would be the owner of the company. So, and then here is I got a little picture of me in front of that is my Mercedes. I actually leased it. I was doing pretty well. I was actually selling more product than I was recruiting at the time. So I was making some wholesale, people who were in the company, and outside where I was directly, or I was retailing my product. This third one here, a picture where I just actually parked, just to give you a little background on that, is that picture is the backyard. In high school, I used to go there, my brother, and we used to skate in the pond in the back. We used to play tennis in the backyard, and there was a pool back there with all these little tiny miniature houses. The gentleman, his name was Presley, and if you guys don't know the company, called Friendly's Ice Cream, and I actually used to go over there, and he used to always welcome me over, and just to be in his backyard, he was always happy to have people back there. And he was a funny guy. He used to actually drive around in his little mini bike with a suit on. Such a humble gentleman. Just to give you an idea, a few shots here that I pulled out of many. And what I want to do is I want to make you a video right now, just a quick one. And I took the other day video through the office. We had to have products. It was very hard to market. Google Hangouts are getting in front of a large quantity of people at one time. And I tell you, this picture up here on the left, you can see my mouse. We actually ended up building this wall here, and there was a small little office on the side of this. And I tell you, I was only, in these pictures, I was only 23 years old. And my sponsor here, Tom, he was about 35 at the time. Talk about fear. They say social or public speaking is one of the worst fears in the world. And people that are coming in, we're greeting them, we're seating them and say, have a seat here in the briefing room. We had another office on the side of this where people mainly come in from the front entrance. I used to sit behind that wall on days, I tell you, and I used to shake, go out there to speak with people. That's how scared I was. But I finally got good enough where I can come out and at least get through the briefing. Sometimes I would go out in the briefing and I couldn't speak anymore, and my sponsor would have to sit in the background, and he used to have to jump in and finish up the presentation for me because I would get stuck. But here I am, I'm in this park, and I'm making a video. So if you guys making videos, it's that much easier to do that, where you can explain something to people. So I just hope you guys enjoy this, because exciting now that being a former network marketer and now an internet marketer, and these pictures are over 20 something years old, and it's just exciting to have the internet and chat with people without having to meet them. I want to tell you a story too. I got a friend that is he's in a network marketing, I'm not going to say the company, and he's in a telecommunications, and their way of marketing is through network marketing. I sat down with him one time, and he knew my past, and he was actually selling tools a while back, and he got involved with this company 4 or 5 years ago, and he's a six-figure earner within the company. And he sat me down, and he goes, well, what would you think about possibly doing this? I says, you've done this in the past, this will be simple for you. And I says, number one, yes, it will be. Number two, do I believe in the products? Everybody uses them all the time. We're talking between cable TV, cell phones, electric. I said, this is the thing. The third thing I don't like is, and what I asked him is, why don't you use the internet? He goes, well, we do, but this is really how we network with people, is we have functions, or we have briefing at a hotel, which costs money, first of all. Second of all, it's your time. I said, why not do something where you can get people involved, or have a training, or have a Google Hangout, get like 100 or 300 people in it, and you can explain that presentation to masses at one time, without all these people coming in and making sure everybody's there at a proper time or a location. I just don't understand it. And this is the way he does 95% of his business. I mean, he's doing well. Boy, this kid hustles. Oh, he goes, I'm over here, I'm over there, I'm going to someone's house, and I'm showing them, the business. I says, it's just too much work. Too much work to do that. This is, just to give you a background on all of this, to why you should be doing internet marketing as a full-time or a part-time business to start off. It's the beauty of it. I'm making a video out here, and I'm relaxing and enjoying the weather, and it's just a nice lifestyle not to have to travel everywhere and put in that extra time that's really not necessary. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll actually see you guys on the next video, and I'm going to be actually making a video on a few other companies that are out there, why this company that I'm involved with, and there are a few out there that are doing really well, but I'm going to show you the difference between why I do what I do and why I'm not involved with 8 or 10 different rev shares out there. I'm going to show you the differences, what makes this different versus the rest out there that are popping up all the time. I see a new rev share every single, I would say every week, and that's why I like fortadpays. So anyway, I'll see you on the next video, and that's a wrap. Hello everyone, this is Todd. I decided to take a ride up to a old office of mine that I haven't been to in a long time. Okay, and this is actually in West Hartford. I'm driving at the same time here, so I trying to take this footage at the same time as holding this phone here. So I'm actually going to be pulling up, bringing me back old memories of an office that I had back in 2004, I think 2006. There's the door right there. I remember I used to park my car right here, and this was an office that I rented from a former network marketing company